Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Isn't it funny how the smallest things that you have going on in your life can be the biggest obstacles? I'm not a technical person. I'm driving to and from work, and in my time there, I got about an hour a day to communicate with you and share with you basically what's going on. Because, it's my hope that I can help you, again, get through adversity. If you're going through a bad time, hopefully this podcast will motivate you to think about, well, hey, Dan's going through something, and maybe that takes you distracted just long enough for you to realize that maybe your life ain't so bad. Or if you got some goals, maybe this gives you a sense of inspiration to start achieving those goals. And if you're looking for a plan, go to the nocomfortzone.com. The outline's there. You download it. You go put your goals. You put your adversity through it, and you see what happens. Works for sales, works for management, works for your home, works for fitness, works for wealth, the whole big thing. So it's a real simple blueprint. But this isn't about self-promotion, I don't think yet. Well, I just did it. So anyway, we'll move forward. So now that I got that out of the way, something really small, like using a plugin on my laptop so that I can produce this audio and do it an easy way. I cannot get past it. 3 hours. I don't have like 3 hours to goof around with stuff like this. 3 hours, I just would not let it go. I was up super late, woke up super early this morning, still trying to figure it out, and I kept repeating the same thing over and over again. I go to YouTube and I search the stuff out, but truly in the end, for 3 hours of my life, it held. I would be better off at this point to go pay somebody to fix it at this point, but I can't do it. It's this moment, 3 hours. I got to win. I have to win. And believe it or not, I'm actually in a comfort zone of everything else has to be on hold until I conquer this. Is the risk of giving up a lot of time worth the reward for what I'll accomplish? I have no idea. I'm just going to keep pursuing it until I get it done. And again, I'm committed to, I'm obligated, I'm committed, and it's my job. I have a 12-hour-a-day deal that I have to do. And this I can't do during that. I think it's unethical. So I got to do this on my off time. This morning I started out, I did my workout. Asthma was super bad this morning. And it just brutal. But I said, I missed 2 days and I can't do it. I just cannot miss another day. So with, phlegm coming out everywhere, my wife's looking at me like, are you sure you want to go? I go, yeah, I'm going to go do these exercises and I'm going to go hurt myself. And if this is it, this is it. Because I'm in this no comfort zone and I'm embarrassed that I actually was down a couple of days. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Now somebody's like, you know what, Dan, is that really the most responsible thing to do? I don't care, because I'm in the no comfort zone. It comes down to, I don't care how I look. I don't care how I feel. I don't care what other people think of me. And in the end, it's all about what matters to me. And I want this more than anything. So yeah, asthma's no joke, and I take care of it. I try to take care of it. But this is that time of year it's jacking with me. I'm not going to let it stop me getting in the way of where I'm going. I've had to adjust my schedule a little bit because of it, and it sucks. But truth be told, in the end, I'm not going to let the asthma stop me. I'm not going to let a plug-in stop me. And I'm definitely not going to let the opinions of other people stop me, because I know that I can help the greater good. And I'm going to do that through massive energy pushed through people equals great results. Massive energy, not a little bit of energy, but massive energy pushed through people equals results. So I'm just thinking to myself, I go, a long time ago, I think I watched the video, The Attraction. I think I watched it like more than once, and I actually grabbed a note paper and a pen. I was at that time in my life where I was trying to get, everything set up in my life and trying to get sober and trying to work on myself and trying to be a really good character person and really working on myself just to make sure I would do the right thing. And I did for a long time period, and I made mistakes, but I kept trying to do the right thing. And it seems like the next right thing happened. And what was great is, I think his name is Jack Canfield. He is the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. And you know what I like about it is, I used to, when I was speaking and training and traveling doing that, I used to carry a copy of a book, Chicken Soup for the Soul, and I would use stories in there and tie them into my sales and management training. And I think it's a great idea to take the content of somebody else, edify them. The articles are great, promote the book, and then do my thing and tie it in, because I think it's a good thing and it does serve the greater good. But what Jack Canfield said in the video, The Attraction, is, you don't have to worry about going from, I'm paraphrasing, going from like coast to coast. You don't have to know how every step of the way. What you do have to do, and what you have to realize, is that the only thing that you need to care about is, imagine if you're driving at night. The only thing that you need to really concern yourself is with what's in front of you in the 200 feet. That's where the majority of your focus goes. Yes, you have to know where you're starting from. You have to have directions to where you're going. Otherwise, you'll never get there. And the No Comfort Zone Blueprint ties really into that. The first step is what it comes down to. The actual first step is awareness. Check in with yourself. And it's not pretty. If you look in the mirror and you're like, oh yeah, I'm good, I got this, I got that, I'm here and I'm fine and everything's great. Well, be careful, because that's like that meme that I put on Instagram. No Comfort Zone 1 is my feed, or whatever you want to call it, my handle. But it's a picture of a frog laying on a lily pad. And this is what happened to me. This is what I looked like right before I lost it all. No comfort zone. That's what happens when you stop paying attention to your spouse. That's what happens when you stop paying attention to your kids. That's when it happens when you pay too much attention to your phone. You fall asleep. In reality, you're walking around and you're getting along with everything. And what happens in the end? It truly happens. It will catch up with you. If you're not progressing in the right direction, life is going to put you on your ass. And it did me. I mean, it put me on my ass in almost every way, shape, or form. Thank God I got my health back. Thank God I got some of my finances back. Thank God that the IRS was great and lenient and worked with me on it. Thank God for a good civil attorney. And a great therapist. I mean, I'll just say it all. Great sponsor in my program. All around, all these things that I went through. I'm living the life, baby, because I'm not. Listen, let me just tell you, I'm not financially independent. I'm not the guy who's driving to work in a Ferrari running the place. I am a general manager of car dealerships, and what I basically do is I help people get what they want, customers, and I help my internal customers, my salespeople, through a process so they can help them get what they want. And it's tough. It's not easy. I'll be the first to say it. But I'm in there every day with the grind, because that's what you do. You roll up your sleeves, you get involved. And running 3 different franchises, it's not the easiest thing in the world. And I took it because I like the people that I work for. I think they're great people, and I think they have a great mission, and I respect them a lot. And, I think they do me as well. So what am I worried about today? I'm worried about that damn software plugin. I'm obsessed with it. I'm worrying about producing for the company that I work for. I want to make sure that I have enough energy to sustain me throughout the day, so I can bring my A game, at 7:30 tonight when I need it most, when my team needs it most. And I hope they're doing the same. So what I wanted to reach out to you today was, I'm going through some things, some good things and bad things and all these other things that are going on, but don't let the small things slow you down. You have a wonderful opportunity in front of you right now, and it's your life. And I do want to say this, and this is the end. Maybe I should have brought it up at the beginning, but I recently read an article. Here are the top 5 articles that you should know what's going on today. And the 4th article was, it seems that the Navy and the Marines, which I'm a Marine, 1988 to 1992, that time period is when I was a Marine, and I loved my job being a Marine. I didn't have a glamorous job or anything like that. My job was simply, I was an office clerk, and I worked for some really higher ups. And it was cool because I worked in personnel, and I got to see a lot of things that go on behind the scenes in the Marines, where people go, where the training's at. And I was at Quantico, and I absolutely loved it. I was in Japan before that. The challenge that I went through to become a Marine was fantastic. The journey in the Marines was wonderful. And the rest of my life, a lot of the values that I hold true today are from what I learned by being a Marine. And I respect the culture, respect the environment, and I definitely respect Semper Fi. Why this article concerned me, and why I'm talking about the next 200 steps, or don't let the small things, it all ties into Marines and Navy. It seems like they're high on the suicide rate. I was the suicidal guy at one point, and it was my own doing. It was my own lack of coping skills, dealing with hardships, continual hardships over and over again. I just didn't deal with them. And then finally it got to the point where I couldn't deal with anything, didn't want to deal with anything. And the easiest way out was, to take myself out. And, I felt good about my decision when I was doing it. Thank God things messed up because it wasn't my time. It wasn't what was supposed to happen. And I have a real sensitive heart because nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. And a lot of times you feel like it's your only way out. So whether you're going through adversity, dealing with, some emotional, and you need to find out where you're at. Man, I'm in a really bad spot. I'm in a bad spot because of this, because of this, because of this. You're not the victim. I just want to tell you, you're the solution to all your problems. And what ends up happening is when we can find a way to help that Navy, that Marine, become aware of what's really going on, we can fix them. But being in denial and not knowing and not dealing with really bad hardships or not having the correct path, it's never easy. Don't get me wrong. Simple but not easy is hard to do. But what I'm saying is when we can fix that, oh my gosh, once you know those skills and you keep pushing those skills and you keep working on those skills, it goes from just dealing with adversity to having a baseline to crushing it in life, towards going through your goals on a massive level, towards getting the things that you want for other people. It goes towards helping people. And there's a lot of people that are in the military. There's a lot of people in business that have gone through major hard times. I have 2 friends that within the last 10 years that we're all same caliber. We're all, highly motivated people. We're highly, we like to have a lot of fun. We like to sell a lot. We like to manage. We like to do all those things. And what's crazy is these 2 other guys also made attempts to kill themselves. One of them was really bad. He was down and out for a year, like the whole thing, kidney shut down and everything. And the other guy I don't know if he'll come back or not. I just don't know because he's still and this is going on for 10 years. I think the universe rung his bell and I think he's having a hard time getting back. And there's a lot of people out there that are hurting, but I'm telling you that if you can focus on, okay, what's the baseline? Mine was, man, I'm fat. I'm unhealthy. I don't want to go out this way after I got healthy. I don't want to go out this way. I don't want this to be the rest of my life. So what did I do? I actually started running in place. I started eating better. I started getting up early. I put a structure in place. And that was the beginning of the no comfort zone. As simple as that. When the alarm would go off, I'd try to beat the alarm. That simple. When I had to be at the shower at a certain time to make sure I was a deadline for work, I made sure that I showed up on time. I made sure that I showed up with a really good attitude, a really good selling attitude, meaning persuasive, not, I wasn't going to lay back and just cruise anymore. I really forced my way into a lot of places by making sure I showed up at the alarm clock before it went off, at the treadmill, like I said, running in place, at the making my shake now. Even this morning, it's like, I had to get my shake done in a certain amount of time and get in my car and make sure that I'm doing this. And by the time I get to work, I wanted to finish this podcast. I'm going longer than normal because I'm ranting. I am on fire right now because I believe this. I believe if you're in a bad spot, there's a way out. Just concentrate on the next little thing in front of you and handle it. Just a little thing. If it's an alarm clock, beat it. Don't smash it. Beat it. If you know you have to get up and start your day, instead of waiting to shower up or clean yourself up, do it. My suggestion is shave, man. Feel better about yourself. Shave. Get a nice clean shave in. If you're a guy, whatever, and for whatever it's worth, if this, I'm not chauvinistic or anything, but I really want you to know that. Take time to take care, ladies, take time to get yourself ready rather than, going out with your hair wet. Maybe spend the time to get yourself, feeling better about yourself by grooming and doing the things that that you want to do, but just do it. Don't relax and go out because you're tired or whatever. Make the effort to do that. And guys, same thing. Little things like that might offend some people or whatever, but I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm just here to help you understand that you need some structure in your life. And when you put structure in your life and you focus on the little things in front of you, man, it can be pretty great. I'll let you know how it goes with this software thing. I'm going to accomplish it. I'm going to figure it out. It just, 3 or so hours of my time, that just bites. But anyway, I'm in the no comfort zone. Hope you are too. I'm trying to find my happiness and my purpose. I do that by working hard and helping people get through their comfort zones, finding their purpose, and live on happiness.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.